Hey beautiful people, welcome back to another practice. We are sitting in the beautiful gardens of Colenso Cafe. They've been so lovely in letting me film here. Today's class is going to be VinYin style. So the first half will be vinyasa, so more active, a little bit more energetic. And then the second half is a bit more yin style, which is more slow and restorative, and we'll be holding poses for a lot longer. So it's a really great way to get just a little bit of both in your practice. I will be using a bolster in this practice, so if you have one or a pillow or a couple of pillows, this is a really great way just to add a different dimension into your practice, but absolutely no worries if not. We're going to get started in a standing position today. So come to the top of the mat and bring your feet about hip width distance. Soften the knees, soften the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe the hands are by your sides, maybe they turn forward. Or if you wanted to try, you could bring your hands through heart center, connecting the hands with the heart. Just starting to close down the eyes. Just acknowledging what it feels like to be in this moment as you. How are you feeling today? And just checking in with the different parts of ourselves. So checking in with the body. And checking in with the mind. How's the mind feeling? And checking in with the heart and the spirit. How are those spaces of ourselves feeling? Not coming to this practice with a right or a wrong, good or bad, just noticing what is. And before we start our vinyasa practice, which is going to be a relatively simple series of asanas, we'll just bring some attention to our breath. So starting to breathe a little bit deeper into the diaphragm, into the ribs, into the chest. And feeling the lungs deflate as you exhale. You can almost imagine your thoracic cavity being like a balloon. So inhaling, filling that balloon up, feeling the belly press out, feeling the ribs expand to all different directions. And then as you exhale, letting that balloon deflate. We'll just try a couple rounds of pranayama. We'll breathe in for a count of 5 and then exhale for a count of 5. So really simple breath work. And the goal here is to try and breathe in as much as you can during that time and exhale as much as you can during that time. Perhaps you even layer on your Ujjayi pranayama, the constriction at the back of the throat. So let's all exhale fully. Breathe in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slight pause. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Exhale 5. 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. 2 more rounds in your own time. And letting this breath start to influence your prana, your life force, feeling it expand as we bring some attention to our breath. Once you're finished your 2 rounds of breath, just returning back to neutral breath, even inhales and exhales. We're going to start our practice with 2 rounds of our Surya Namaskara A. So when you're ready, soften the legs, breathe in, sweep the arms up and over the head, Urdhva Hastasana. As you exhale, soften the knees, tip yourself forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift yourself halfway, hands come to the shins. As you exhale, hands to the ground, step yourself back into your plank position, press away from the ground. Inhale, shift the weight forward, press out of the toes. Exhale, chaturanga on your knees or toes, elbows come close by the ribs, slide down on your belly, untuck the toes. Inhale, baby Bhujangasana, light press through the hands. Exhale, press onto your knees, tuck onto your toes, lift the hips up and back, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. We're going to stay here for 3 to 5 breaths. So hands are wide on the mat, feet are about hip width distance. Soften the knees here. Lift the hips as high as you can. Maybe a little movement feels good for the first round. Let's try about 1 more breath here. And then when you're ready, breathe in and walk towards the top of the mat. As you exhale, find your Uttanasana, feet about hip width distance or toes together, heels apart. Hands to shins, breathe in, lift yourself halfway. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise, ripple through the spine, lift the arms up and over your head. Exhale, hands by the sides, Tadasana, palms face forward. Let's try that again, breathe in and lift. Feel the energy rise, and then exhale, pull it through center as you fold. Inhale, lift yourself halfway. Exhale, hands down, step into your plank chaturanga, bend the elbows close, option to come halfway. Inhale, baby cobra or upward facing dog, squeeze the glutes, lift yourself tall. Exhale, come up and back, Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. 3 to 5 breaths here. Can you make these breaths long and full? Keep trying to draw the shoulders up the spine. Engage through the upper arms. Soften the elbows, try not to lock them out too much. On your next breath in, we can walk to the top of the mat. If you feel ready to bend your legs, look forward, take a little hop, you're more than welcome to. Exhale, fold yourself forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift yourself halfway, hands come to the shins. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise, sweep the arms. Exhale, hands by the sides, Tadasana. We'll move into 2 rounds of Surya Namaskara B. Bringing the toes together, feet, ankles slightly apart. Inhale, Utkatasana, hips go back, lift the arms. We'll stay here for 2 more breaths. Exhale, can you send your hips a little bit deeper? Draw the belly button towards the spine. Slide the shoulders away from the ears. On your next breath in, can you lift the hands a little higher? Exhale, fold yourself forward, Uttanasana. Hands come by the shins, lift yourself halfway, shoulders back. Exhale your way back into your downward facing dog. You can add on a jump into your chaturanga if you'd like. Starting to bring a little bit more activity, a little bit more movement into our body. On your next breath in, bend your legs, look forward, step the right foot in between the hands. Exhale, ground the left heel on a 45. Inhale, rise, Virabhadrasana 1. Hands about shoulder width distance, or if you want to challenge, see if you can press the palms together. Maybe you lift the eye gaze. Can you draw the left hip forward? Press the outer edge of the left foot down. Breathe in and lift tall. Exhale, hands come down, step back into your plank chaturanga. Inhale, press through the ground with your hands. Exhale, find your way back, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Try the other side. Inhale as you bend the left, step the left foot forward. Exhale, ground the right heel. Inhale to rise. So the left knee presses out over the toes. Hips are dropping. And the feet are about hip width distance here. They're not in line with each other. Inhale, lift the hands a little higher. Exhale, hands down, frame out the foot, step back into your plank, chaturanga. Inhale to open, draw the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, up and back. Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. 3 to 5 breaths here. Can you spread your fingertips wide, press through the knuckles, draw the shoulder blades away from each other. Use your next breath in to make your way to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold yourself forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift yourself halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands by the sides. Oh, I forgot our Utkatasana. We'll try that there. Inhale, Utkatasana. Just one breath as we exhale. Then bring the hands by the sides. We're going to try that one more time. Saluting the sun with our Surya Namaskara. Inhale, Utkatasana. Hips go back. As you exhale, fold yourself forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, hands to the ground, your way back. Soften the knees. Use your next breath in. Step the right foot in between the hands. Exhale, ground the foot out slightly. Inhale to rise. Draw the ribs in. One more breath in. Exhale, hands frame out the front foot. Step back into your plank, Chaturanga. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. Use your next breath in, step the left foot in between the hands. Exhale as you ground the back foot. Inhale to rise. Again, draw the ribs in, right hip forward. Exhale to deepen. One more breath in. Maybe lift the eye gaze. Exhale, hands come outside the front foot. Chaturanga. Opening and then closing. Lifting the tailbone high, ribs towards the hips here. About 3 more breaths. And if you've got your eyes open, see if you can draw the eye gaze in between the feet here. Otherwise, you can close your eyes as well. We're just trying to center our senses, bring a drishti point and eye focus. Breath in, make your way to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana. Sweep the arms up and over. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise of the arms. Exhale, hands by the sides. That was just like a little add-on. We're going to move into our main sequence today. Inhale, Utkatasana, lift the arms. Exhale, hips go back. So the thumbs are up here, palms are facing towards each other. Can you take one more breath here? Inhale, lengthen the legs slightly, pick up the right foot, hug it in towards the glutes. As you exhale, tip forward, kick the right heel away, Virabhadrasana 3. You're flexing the right heel here. Use your next breath in, take a long step back with the right foot, plant the right heel down, Virabhadrasana 1, and then exhale, deepen the hips. So another opportunity to find your alignment here. Try to draw the right hip forward. Remember that right foot is out slightly. One more breath. Inhale, right hand comes towards the ground. Exhale as you twist into your lunge, so you're on your right toes here. Drop the right knee down. Inhale, lift the chest. As you exhale, can you bring the left hand towards the hip? Right hand comes up and over. Twisted, reversed lunge. Inhale, come through center, tuck onto the right toes. Exhale, open Virabhadrasana 2. Arms are wide, back foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Stay low as you flip your left hand, big breath in. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Can you draw the ribs in here and keep pressing out of the left foot? Inhale, straighten the left leg. Reach the left hand forward, hips go back. Exhale, Utthita Trikonasana. Right, left hand might come onto the shin. If it's got space, it might travel down towards the ankle. Try to stack the right shoulder, right hip on top of the left. One more breath here. Eye gaze shifts down, frame out the front foot. Inhale as you slide the right knee in. Exhale, drop the hips. Left foot might sit in front of the shin, or it might come up and over the leg. Inhale, lift up tall. As you exhale, take the right hand around the left shin into your Ardha Matsyendrasana. Can you draw the shoulders away from the ears? Take one more breath here. Inhaling to lift up tall and then exhaling, trying to twist a little bit deeper. Unwind. Can you lengthen your left leg out long? Take the right knee towards the side a little bit. Right hand comes behind you. Inhale, lift up the hips. Exhale, modification of a wild thing. Try open through the heart. You're squeezing your glutes. When you're ready, turn towards the back of your mat. Left hand plants down, tuck onto the left toes, right hand comes down, plank position. Let's flow through our vinyasa. So inhale, shifting the weight forward. Exhaling to lower. Inhaling to open. Exhaling, coming up and back. When you're ready, we'll find our way to the top of the mat. So breathing in, finding your way. Exhaling to fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold again. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hands come down. Let's try that on the other side. Inhale, Utkatasana, sweep the arms, hips go back. Exhale, lower the hips down, but keep the spine long. One more breath here. Use your next inhale to lift the hips slightly, pull the left foot towards the glutes. As you exhale, tip forward, press the left heel away, right leg lengthens. Try draw the left hip down slightly. Use your next breath in, land the back foot long, place a foot on the 45. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 1. Again, if you want the challenge, maybe the arms lift, maybe the eye gaze lifts, maybe you press the hands together, ribs in. Breathe in. Exhale, left hand comes towards the ground, come onto left toes. Inhale, send the right hand high. Exhale, twist into your lunge, draw the right shoulder back. Left knee comes down, inhale, keep twisted. Exhale, right hand comes towards the right glute. Try a little back bend here. Inhale, lift up tall, start to revolve towards the left, Virabhadrasana 2. Right knee presses out. Inhale to reverse your warrior, right hand comes up and over. Exhale to deepen. Inhale, lengthen the right leg. Maybe shift the left toes forward slightly. Exhale, Trikonasana. So you tip the hips back towards the left. Right hand comes down, left hand comes up. See if you can expand the arms wide. One more breath. Look towards the ground. Frame out the front foot, slide the left knee in. Either right foot stays in front of the left shin, or it might be able to travel up and over the thigh. See if you can ground both hips here. Inhale, lift up tall. As you exhale, see if you can twist towards the right. If you notice that your right hip bone comes out here, you can also extend your left leg out long. Come back through center. We are going to extend the right leg out long. Left hand comes behind us. Breathe in. Can you lift your hips up high? Exhale, squeeze the glutes. Maybe you open the heart towards the sky. One more breath. Start to look towards the ground, frame out the front of your mat. So right hand comes wide, tuck into the right toes, find your plank position. When you're ready, let's vinyasa. Or you can absolutely skip this out. Up to you. When you're ready, let's find our way to the top of the mat. Use your next breath in, lift yourself halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise, lift the arms. Exhale, hands by the sides, Tadasana. We're going to practice that one more time, one breath per movement, adding on just a little bit at the beginning. Inhale, sweep the arms, Utkatasana. Exhale, hips go back, you can stay here, or you can shift the weight into the left foot, hug the right knee towards the glutes. Stay here, or see if you can tap the right knee towards the ground. You can always bring the toes down if you'd like, and then press back up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, press through the left heel to draw the right knee up. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Ooh. Let's all bring the right foot towards the glutes. Inhale, start to tip. Exhale, press the right heel away. Virabhadrasana 3. Inhale, set the right foot back. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 1, drop through the hips. Inhale, bring the right hand down. Exhale, twist towards the left. Inhale, drop the right knee down. Exhale, left hand to the hip or left hand down the thigh, reversing. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, flip the left hand. Exhale to reverse, press through the left knee. Inhale through center, lengthen the leg. Exhale, Trikonasana. We'll stay here for one more breath. Try not to lock the left leg out, soft bend of the leg. Frame out the front foot on your in-breath. Exhale, slide the right knee in. Inhale, find your leg of choice. Exhale to twist. Inhale, extend the left leg out, right knee comes over. Exhale, press up into your modified wild thing. One more breath here. Look towards the back of the mat. Inhale as you find your plank position. As you exhale your way back into your downward facing dog. Remember, we're finding pace in our vinyasa flow, and then we're going to slow it down a lot. Use your next breath in, make your way to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale to fold again. Inhale to rise, sweep the arms, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, hands by the sides, Tadasana. Let's try that one more time. Utkatasana, breathe in, lift. Exhale, deepen. Again, you can absolutely stay here, engage the core, ribs in slightly, or you can transfer the weight into the right foot, hug the left knee, left foot towards the left glute. Stay here or breathe in, bend the right leg as you tap the left knee, maybe the left toes down. As you exhale, press back up. Inhale, drop. It's going to be harder with just the knee. Exhale to press. Last time, inhale. Can you keep reaching your hands high? Exhale. Start to lift the left foot if you haven't already. Breathe in. Exhale, kick the foot away. Virabhadrasana 3. Inhale, long step back. Lift the arms. Exhale, deep and pull the left hip forward slightly. Inhale, bring the left hand down, tuck onto left toes. Exhale, spin the right hand towards the sky. Left knee drops down, breathe in, stay twisted. Exhale, right hand to the glute or to the thigh. Inhale to lift. Exhale, open Virabhadrasana 2, arms wide. Adjust your feet as you need. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, bend into the right leg. Inhale, lengthen the right leg long. Maybe you pivot the left foot in slightly. Exhale, Trikonasana. Try one more breath here. And again, draw the ribs in slightly, press out of the ground. Inhale, frame out the front foot. Exhale, slide the left knee in, come down onto your sit bones. Inhale, find your variation of choice. Exhale to twist. Inhale, extend the right leg out, draw the left knee out. Exhale as you lift the hips. One more breath here. Look towards the front of your mat. Take the hands wide, breathe in. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale to open. Exhale, let's all draw the knees down. Find your way back into your child's pose. Take a couple of breaths here. One really great thing about our VinYin class is that our vinyasa provides stimulus, it provides energy for us to focus our mind in connection with the body. It warms our muscles so that when we do enter our more slower asanas, our body, our mind is already warm so that we can sit there for longer and perhaps get a little bit more out of the asanas. You can absolutely stay in your bakasana. Sorry, not your bakasana, your balasana. If you wanted a variation of this balasana, just walk yourself up. This is called your bakasana, a variation of our frog pose. And what you'll do is that you'll take your hands into fists and then you'll slide the thumb in. You bring this towards your belly, so it's really good for internal stimulation. Take a big breath in, lift up tall. As you exhale, just folding yourself over, pressing the hands towards your internal organs. At any point if this feels uncomfortable, just a sensation that you would not like to be in, then please feel free to let this go. We'll stay here for about another 5 breaths. And then when you're ready, we'll just roll ourselves up. We're going to try another variation of our Bekasana, our frog pose. This is a little bit more traditional, one that you may have seen before. If you would like to use your pillow or your bolster, then feel free to, just for a little bit of support with the upper body, but you can absolutely do this without. Now I'm just moving to the side of my mat so that my knees are feeling good. Your first option you can take is just a wide-legged child's pose. Maybe you bring your elbows down onto your bolster and just fold forward. If you wanted to try your frog pose, knees are in line with the hips. And take the feet out in line with the knees. If you've got your bolster or your pillow, your torso can lie down on this. You can always stack up more so that you feel more supported here. This is a big opener for our inner legs, our adductors. Maybe bring along a lot of sensation. So as much as you can, just breathing through discomfort. And if you've got a little bit of space, maybe you slide your knees out a little bit wider just for the final couple of breaths that we're holding this here for. And when you're ready, maybe just by sliding the toes together a little bit more, bring the hands underneath you, just pressing yourself up and sliding the knees in. We're going to bring the bolster towards the front of our mat. Let's lie ourselves down on the ground to find a supported Sphinx pose. So elbows might come in front of the bolster and we just try find this expression here. If you felt like you wanted a little bit more, you could lift the elbows up onto the bolster for a more of a deeper expression of this asana. Closing down the eyes. Soft squeeze of the glutes. Slight drawing of the shoulders away from the ears. As much as we can, if we notice our mind floating away, as it will, keep encouraging it to come back once you've noticed. Let's take about 3 more breaths here. And then when you're ready, just pressing yourself up slightly, drawing back onto your knees. If you've got the bolster, then just move it back slightly. And then come towards the more left side of the bolster. We're going to find our way into a pigeon pose. So tuck onto the left toes, draw the right knee up behind the bolster and see if you can walk yourself back. So again, the forearms might come to the bolster. Maybe you don't have a bolster and you're just on the ground. See if you can pull the left hip towards the right foot a little bit more to find a deeper opening through the outside of the right hip. You can always bring the forehead down, maybe lie down on your bolster. If you've got a lot of space, feel free to remove the bolster. Let's try another 3 breaths here. And start to walk yourself up. We're going to keep the right knee bent here. Can you roll down onto your hip bone? Keep yourself turning. Right knee stays towards the side. Mid back comes towards the bolster. The head is going to come up towards the top of the mat. So the right knee is out towards the side. Maybe the hands are by your sides. You could rest the elbows by your shoulders. If you wanted a bit more of an opening through the chest, you could extend them over your head. So this is a supported Matsyasana, a modified version of this. At any point, if this is a bit too much for the spine, then feel free to take out the bolster as well. Letting any tension in your face melt towards the ground. Surrendering the back of the body to the sensations of opening through the spine. Let's try 2 more deep breaths here. And when you're ready, just bring your hands by your sides. We'll gently roll ourselves back over into our pigeon position. And then press up onto the hands and we'll swap our legs out. So drawing the left knee in, walking the right foot back. Again, if you had the bolster, just slide it so that you're more on the outer part of the right side. And then just finding a position that feels good for you here. If you wanted a deeper expression of this asana, then you can slide the left foot forward a little bit more. Let's try about maybe 5 more breaths here. And can you let your hips be heavy? Can you keep encouraging your right hip to draw towards the left foot? And just start to walk yourself back. Slide the left hip bone towards the ground. Keep yourself revolving over until your mid-back lands on the bolster or your pillow. See if you can drop the head behind you. Again, just finding your arm variation of choice. So left knee is out here. Chin is tucked in slightly. Can you allow this asana to open the heart? Can you be receptive to whatever experience that you may be having in this heart space on your mat right now? Letting any energy that needs to be moved through with the breath. Let's take about another 3 breaths here. We'll finish with our final couple of asanas on our back. Let's slide both of the legs in. If you've got a bolster, lift the hips up and slide the bolster down towards your hips. Lie the hips on the ground, extend the legs out long. So upper back will be touching onto the ground. See if you can draw the right knee towards the chest, hug the hands around the shins and just gently pull the knee towards you. So what this is going to do is encourage the lengthening of the left hip flexor here. Bringing in deep hip flexion for the right side of the body. This might feel quite intense for you. At any point you can bend your left knee here. you can also release the bolster and come down all the way to the ground. And stay here for another 5 to 8 breaths. Another option here, if you wanted to, is to extend the right leg up. This might feel quite intense, so just feel how your energy levels are at the moment. And then when you're ready, just bring the right knee over the hips, take the left hand around the right thigh, right hand extend to the side, big breath in. As you exhale, maybe you travel the right knee over towards the left, picking up the right hip on the way. Try to keep the right shoulder on the ground. And then when you're ready, just coming back through center, we'll swap it out. So either bending the right leg, or you can extend the right leg long, drawing the left knee towards the chest. That intensity that you pull that left leg in will determine how deep the stretch you feel in that right leg is. It may feel a little bit nicer if you slide the left knee towards the side slightly, so aiming for the ribs rather than towards the mid-torso if you're feeling any discomfort within this asana. Just a couple more breaths here. And when you're ready, just lifting the left knee back up. Take the right hand around the left leg, left hand to the side, breathe in. As you exhale, tip the left knee over towards the right. And find your way back through center. You're welcome to stay in a supported bridge with your hips just over on the bolster. If you wanted to try a supported waterfall, maybe feet come over your head, over your hips, you're welcome to stay there. If you wanted to try more of a deeper bend at the hips, feel free to just take the feet further forward. Hands might come around the calves, maybe the thighs, maybe they reach up towards their feet. You're more than welcome to take this into a full halasana or a sabangasana, shoulder stand. Otherwise, just keeping the hips down on the bolster or the lower back on the bolster to just help support you here. This will be our final asana before our shavasana. So filling up the space, letting the energy move in our body. One more deep breath here. And then when you're ready, just bending the legs again, letting the feet land behind you. More than welcome to stay in your supported bridge. If you would like to slide the bolster down so that it's underneath your knees, that might feel quite nice as well. And if you've got any props to help support your shavasana, maybe something for covering your eyes, maybe a blanket to lie over your body, then whatever will help you relax a little bit deeper. Also more than welcome to find a reclined Supta Baddha Konasana here, so knees might come wide on the bolster and the feet come together. I'll just be here for a few minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, just to be still, be quiet with ourselves, or at least provide that space to potentially feel quiet. If you've noticed that your mind has shifted away from your mat, acknowledge where it's landed. And then when you know the time is right, can you encourage it to come back to your breath? encourage your mind to just focus on the body, letting go of any tension that may have arisen. Letting the jaw soften, letting the eyebrows soften. And start to breathe a little bit deeper. Of course, if you've got more time and you're feeling super good, then maybe you pause the video now and just stay in your Shavasana for longer, or maybe you enter into a meditation. If you feel ready to, we'll start to move into a seat to transition out of our practice. Maybe you roll through one side. Maybe you grab the backs of your legs and roll up. Just landing with our eyes closed. And perhaps finding our hand position of choice. Maybe that's hands in the lap. Maybe that's hands at heart center. Maybe that's both hands pressing into the heart. And before we leave our practice, just see if you can take away a moment of love, a moment of gratitude, maybe one thing that you can take out into the rest of your day, something that fills you up with a little bit more joy. And even in our darkest of times, when we may feel like there's no hope, when there's nothing to give love to or that is worthy of love, maybe ourselves, see if you can find one thing. And repeat that to yourself. And then each day, just add in something else, might be a bit different. Yeah, thank you so much for practicing with me today. What a lovely way to finish our practice. I just love using the bolster and just being able to let go of needing to hold energy. I thank you so much for practicing with me today. I really enjoyed it, and I hope to see you again sometime soon. Namaste.